Blessed day, everyone. So the topics more on discuss in this video: reggae artist dies allegedly from coronavirus, person of interest in killing a 9-year-old youth arrested, nurse dies from hit-and-run crash in St. Thomas, and Jamaica will face an all-island curfew from April the 1st to the 8th. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the reggae artist who allegedly died from coronavirus. So the article reads, reggae music pioneer dies from coronavirus. The death of British reggae pioneer Delroy Washington, who passed away last Friday, is as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. His friend Winston Francis, another veteran reggae singer who is also based in the United Kingdom, confirmed. On Monday, he said Washington died at the St. Mary Hospital in London after a brief illness, and that the cause of the death was indeed the dreaded COVID-19. The entertainer explained that when Washington was admitted, none of his friends knew because he wasn't answering his cell phone. We all became concerned, and I called the police and asked them to go around his house. They did, and then called back to ask if we had checked the hospitals. At that point, my wife started calling around until we found him. Delroy told us he had been taken to the hospital by ambulance and his phone was dead, so he had asked for it to be charged, but it was never returned. My wife called the hospital and asked them to look for it, and it was returned to him. Francis, who reiterated his shock at his colleague's sudden death, said he and another friend were going to visit Washington last Thursday with some fruits, as he had requested earlier this week. The friend, however, got a call from the doctor saying that Washington was in intensive care. The doctor asked him if he was the person getting the fruits for Delroy, and then told him not to bother because Delroy had full-blown coronavirus and was in isolation. The next call he got was that Delroy had passed, was his lament. He pointed out that Washington was a vegetarian who ate a lot of fish and generally took excellent care of himself. Delroy had a black belt in karate and he was a keep fit fanatic. I am still in shock that such a fit, strong guy could be taken out so easily. Delroy was such a genuine guy and a real gentleman. He will be greatly missed, Francis said of the reggae pioneer and activist. So yes, people, very sad and unfortunate news we get. I mean, boy, COVID-19, it not play. And why me say alleged still, people, is because I read another article that was saying, him die from diabetes. So I don't know, people, you understand, but at the end of the day, it's sad. I just want to say condolences to his family, or condolences, because I see people are try correct me, say it's not condolences, it's condolences, whatever way you want to call it, you see me? But he also had a big following in Britain from when I read and understand, you see me? The people them over there say him could have been the next Bob Marley, you see me? So I'm not going to act like I know him sang them and stuff like that, but me did have to do like a reading and stuff on him, but at the end of the day, very sad news we hear. There's nothing we can do but just pray for the family, and that's all we can do. Anyway, people, leave in the comments and let me know when you think about this. I'm going to move right on to the next topic. Person of interest in shooting death of 9-year-old boy surrenders. One of two persons of interest in the shooting death of a minor and the injuring of two others in the flanker community of St. James has surrendered to the police. The Constabulary's Corporate Communications Unit said Martina Kellier, otherwise called Tina of Lime Tree Lane in the parish, turned himself into the Fleetport police about 3 p.m. yesterday in the company of his attorneys. Reports are that about 5 p.m. on Sunday, March 22nd, Kellier and Bobo had a dispute with another man in the community when a firearm was brought into play. They subsequently opened gunfire at the man, hitting him, a 9-year-old boy and a 6-year-old girl who were in close proximity. The boy succumbed to his injuries while the man and the girl were admitted in stable conditions. The police are now urging Bobo, whose last known address is Lime Tree Lane, flanker in the parish, to turn himself in by 6 p.m. today. So yes, people, he must go look for himself an attorney and turn himself in, because police them nah stop. And obviously, say this is from like the old Tommy Lee Sparta incident. Remember, him daughter did get injured? Yeah, man, people. So this is one of the man them where pop off and do what them a do, you understand, and end up a shoot the little girl. The youth where them say Tommy Lee nephew, Tommy Lee come out and says not his nephew, but I'm friend's son, you understand, people. So very sad and unfortunate situation. Hopefully the next guy do the right thing and turn in himself. And just like what I always say, when man and man have dispute, them for those if you can't agree, you just walk away from each other rather than go pull gun and shoot innocent kids and them thing there. You see me? Cause remember, bullet, no eyeballs. When time it fire off, anything we in front of it, that it a go lick. Yes, all man say people. So the man them for those, no make too much anger get in them brain and them the foolishness. Cause see it, just because you're a man catch up, you end up doing something stupid and now you're in a police arms. So at the end of the day, you have to think before you do certain actions because sometimes there's no coming back. Because even when you get charged for this, the police them question and all of that, you still can't bring back the youth because them people them lose them son. You see me? So some of the man them star, you have to build man, you have to stop with the boyish mentality. But anyway, viewers and subscribers, leave in the comments and let me know when you think about this. I'm going to move right on to the next story. Nurse dies from hit and run crash in St. Thomas. A nurse died as a result of injury she sustained in a motor vehicle crash along the Yallas Main Road in St. Thomas on the weekend. The deceased has been identified as Leonie Smith Wilson of Landaway in the parish. Hopefully I pronounced that correct. Reports are that on Sunday at about 7:40 p.m., the nurse was among passengers in a white Toyota Probox motor car which was traveling along the Yallas Main Road. On approaching a section of the roadway, the vehicle was hit by a red Honda motor car. Smith Wilson and two other passengers in the Toyota Probox were taken to a hospital where she succumbed to her injuries while being treated. The other injured persons were admitted for treatment. The police are now searching for the driver of the Honda motor car who fled the scene of the crash. Condolences to the nurse family. I mean, it's very sad for what go on, but in a Jamaica, when time man lick a vehicle, worse when them say how bad them lick it, the man them a go speed off, which we know say that wrong. Yes, all man say, but I just saw it go, whole heap of them thing a go on, whole heap of hit and run people, you see me? I mean, hopefully the other two persons, they make it out alright, without no broken, body parts or them can't probably walk again, nothing like that, you see me? But as for the nurse, boy, people, it's sad. But leave in the comments and let me know what you think about this now, people. I'm going to move right on to the final story. 7-day all-island curfew to restrict spread of COVID-19. Jamaicans will be subjected to a 7-day all-island curfew effective Wednesday, April the 1st from 8 p.m. each evening until 6 a.m. the following day in order to mitigate against the spread of the coronavirus on the island. The curfew will end at 6 a.m. on April the 8th. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the announcement Monday evening during a press conference at Jamaica House. The Prime Minister said the Cabinet took the decision to impose the curfew as while the majority of Jamaicans have been adhering to restrictions in movement, there was a noticeable increase in movement throughout the country on the weekend. He said it came at the time when close to 7,000 people, including Jamaicans, recently came into the country from overseas with uncertainty about whether they have been observing the mandatory 14-day quarantine rule. Holness said they could be spreading the virus in the general population. Jamaica has to date recorded 36 cases of COVID-19, one of which involves a healthcare worker. One person has died from the complications from the disease. Jamaica has now released one of the persons who has fully recovered from the disease. So yes, people, I see sometime persons in the comment section ask how many persons recovered. So now only here, one person recovered so far. So that even more of a reason for persons keep themselves to themselves because it take at least, I think, 2 weeks for you get better, allegedly, you understand. I'm not really sure and I don't want there for you spread no false rumor about what me hear. You see my people, and I guess maybe based on your immune system and stuff like that. So you know how the whole thing go with underlying illness and them have to treat more than one thing and them something there. So at the end of the day, the people them just have to do what them supposed to do. And a lot of Jamaicans, them not like listen rules, me have to talk straight. Some are we too unruly, when the government say, yo, quarantine, them burn out the government because, you understand, them must say, oh, them have to left them yard. Now this come up, me know say, if police catch someone up on the road certain time, we now go straight in a jail, me I tell you that. So, you better listen what's going on and just adhere to the rules, you see me, because of your best interest, the government have to do what them have to do. And it is now in effect all of them places and business where try profit off of this COVID-19 situation by raising the price on certain thing. Yeah, man, $2 million in fine or imprisonment. You see what man say? So it's kind of a shame that some people would have tried profit off of this. By, I mean, yes, you know, say Lysol scarce and you know, say certain little things scarce, but that no mean say you have to triple the price and, you know, sell the things them at certain price. So yeah, man, we have to big up to the government for you do certain things, put certain rules in play, and people really and truly, me just hope the whole COVID case them stay at 36 in Jamaica. Me are telling you the truth, because we just don't want it spiral out of control like in a Dominica Republic, or we're not gonna say America, but we don't want it spiral out of control. So, you know, we have to just pray, as me say, and just do the right thing. But viewers and subscribers, leave in the comments and let me know what you think about this. Stay safe until me drop the next video. I'm out.